Watching the station covering all of the DMV. DC News Now continues.
We're off to a clear and cold start to your Friday, but if you're trying to plan out the rest of your day, we'll notice increasing cloud cover. Those clouds will begin to fill in as we look ahead towards later on this afternoon. By 1 p.m., temperatures will be back in the upper 40s. Talking about those high temperatures later on today, low to mid 50s across the region. Now the radar, though, we have high pressure with us. That's keeping us dry and quiet for your Friday, but we're watching this system down across the Gulf states, and that will continue to move its way closer towards our area. It will also meet up with this system that's back over towards the plains and the Great Lakes region. We will not see the winter component with this system. That will be impacting upstate New York and northern New England. Back here locally, we will be receiving much needed rainfall, especially after the fact that we've seen over the last 24 to 48 hours multiple wildfires, and that has created that smoke and haze across much of the Commonwealth and even across parts of southern Maryland right now. In terms of the air quality, though, at this point, still moderate back over towards the Shenandoah Valley, even quite sensitive back over towards Harrisonburg, and then down towards Charlottesville, a bit more on the sensitive side in terms of that air quality, moderate over Orange County, down towards parts of Virginia. Futurecast shows us that we'll see increasing clouds today. Any rain chances, could see a few of those late tonight, but it looks like overnight tonight is really when we start to notice more of that rain becoming more widespread across the area, but likely a little bit after 3 a.m. into tomorrow morning. By 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we're talking about a few areas of some yellow and orange popping up on that Futurecast. That also indicates some heavier rain. That becomes more widespread as we approach midday tomorrow, and that'll likely be along or even a little bit to the west of I-95. This is the latest model update showing us that heavier batch of rainfall by about noon tomorrow. By 3 p.m., we will start to notice, especially back out towards our western zones, that rain starts to wrap up and eventually exits and moves its way off towards our north and east. So later on tomorrow night, it will be drier, but turning much colder with those winds cranking out of the northwest and turning colder, likely back into the 30s late tomorrow night. How much rain are we talking with this next system? Most of the area, we're looking at 1 to 2 inches of rainfall. Locally higher amounts for parts of the I-95 corridor, as well as southern Maryland and back over towards Baltimore as well. That's where we could see upwards of 2.5 inches of rainfall. That's also why we do have a flood watch, and that goes into effect at 2 a.m. tomorrow morning, continues through 2 p.m. Saturday. So it looks like most of the rain, or at least the heaviest of that rain, should wrap up by the middle of the afternoon tomorrow. Could just see a few lingering rain showers mid to late tomorrow afternoon. As we look ahead over the next several days, though, here's that rain that impacts the area Saturday with those two systems coming together. Then that front slides its way off the coastline. We see those drier conditions late Saturday night continuing into Sunday. Monday is also dry as well. Tomorrow, though, it's highlighted in red because of the DMV first warn day for that flood threat. And now it looks like for most of the first half of the day, that is where we will see the most in terms of that rainfall. So if you have travel plans, again, you definitely want to make sure that you are taking it slower. We could see some ponding on those roadways as well. And then finally that rain subsides later on in the day. Sunday will be the better of the 2 weekend days with those highs low 50s. Will be breezy as we dry things out. Here's the rest of that 8-day outlook for the 8 o'clock hour. It is seasonable Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with those highs mid to upper 50s. Rain does return as we get towards Wednesday and Thursday. Friday drying things out a little bit warmer, low 60s. Shanika, what's the latest on the roads?
All right, it's a complicated commute on this early Friday.